So I wanted to do a video on why I even decided to do this channel in the first place. And what it really comes down to is that, um, I want to share the knowledge, and because I want to make music better, and I want to make it more reflection of, what's going on in ourselves and our soul and sort of, our connection with like the whole human race. And one of my very, very favorite artists, Alan Moore, that's Alonmor. He's just incredible, incredible sound designer, incredible composer, just a lot of things. And he doesn't do tutorials like this because he wants to keep it a mystery, and I get that. Tipper doesn't do tutorials, and we're all like, what the fuck? How does he even do this? You know? And there is something to that, right? But like, if we all bring it to the next level, I also think that uh, we can still all be like, how the fuck do they do that? Right? Like Mr. Bill does tutorials, and I'm still like, how the fuck does he do it? Because the ways he hacks everything are different than the ways that I do, and it's just, if we get so educated and so skilled that it's no longer becomes about how do we accomplish what's in our head. It just lets us pour out what's there. And like, I say head, but what I really mean is, our heart and soul, right? I think it's getting in our heads that keeps us from being able to produce really meaningful art, right? And the more we can stay in our flow states and our emotional states and our intuition and, just let that come out, I think the better, more powerful art that we're going to produce. And I really think that that's what music needs right now. I love electronic music. I love it so much. But like a lot of it, I think, is produced by people who are stuck in their heads producing, and they're not connected to the emotional like space of the song. And for me, it's like, if you're like really about this and you're really, determined to be the best artist you can be, then you want to create complete art, right? Meaning that it is as good as you can make it in every facet, right? And that you're not sacrificing anything, right? That, you're not sacrificing it sounding amazing, right? And you're not sacrificing the sounds being awesome, and you're not sacrificing it being entertaining, and you're not sacrificing it being moving, right? And a lot of electronic music out these days is not moving, right? And it doesn't have to not be awesome. I mean, that's one of the reasons why Bass Nectar has such a following. His shit is so powerful, it's absolutely powerful. You look at any of the big artists out there, every one of their songs are telling stories and they're moving people, right, emotionally as well as moving their bodies. Music's legitimately saved my life over and over and over again. And Pink said something, the pop artist Pink, but she said something to the effect of, that music had saved her life when she was a kid, growing up, and that pop music today isn't going to save anybody's life. And like, I guess that really is partly what it comes down to is, it's not just saving their life, but it's changing their life. I mean, I can't even describe how many times and ways my life has been changed because of my relationship with music, right? Long after like my life was in jeopardy, but like, just becoming an artist and what you have to sacrifice from your ego, right? What you have to sacrifice from your like fears, and like what you have to be able to like power through even like when shit's going crazy like in your personal life, right? Or when shit's going crazy in your head because of like all the things you love and hate about your art at the same time just while you're trying to create new stuff. I mean, it's crazy. And I don't have to tell you that, I mean, like, I don't know. It's been quite a journey. I've been doing this for 9 years. In terms of production, I've been doing music since I was, I don't know, I'm 34 now. Since I was like probably 8 years old is fair to say. And I had this 6 year break by just it was so dumb. It was me thinking I needed to um, you know, be serious about my life and pursue my career. And here I am, dedicating my career to music, which I gave up for 6 years. Besides that, basically my entire life, almost 25 years, minus a handful maybe, I've been doing music to some capacity, and I've been producing in Ableton for about 9 years, and I don't know, it's changed my life over and over again. And so, whether it's for the people listening to it or it's for you guys, and what you can get out of it, not feeling like it's too much, right? Because it can feel overwhelming. I get that, right? But there is another side to it, right? Where you start running out of things that you don't know, and it's just like all you need to do is practice those things better and get more efficient at everything, right? But there's like very like few of like the core things that you like aren't aware of and know you should be doing and like are getting better at or something like that. Um, it's just honing your craft after that point. But it before that point, it seems bewildering, like there's this never-ending sea of things that you have to know. And what's true is there's a never-ending sea of things you can know, right? But there's only a never-ending sea of things that you can choose to know, right? And you really don't need to know all of them. Um, so, some of this stuff might not be useful for everybody, but it's been very useful for me, and I hope it's useful to you. All right, so that's what I'm about. I hope you're about that too. I really, really, really want to change the state of music and really make it, all the more powerful, because dance music is great, but it doesn't have to sacrifice anything, right? And so, in my mind, that's what the next level looks like. I hope you join me on that journey. But regardless, this is going to be, a really technical place half the time. Then I'll have videos on philosophy. I'll have videos on music theory, composition, like theory, like orchestration, like you name it. I study it all. So yeah, let's do this and let's all take it to the next level together, guys. All right, peace.